Hello. Today we are looking at a game between a Chinese player and Magnus, and I thought this was a typical illustration of how Magnus treats weaker players. Like we will see in this game that White is playing relatively safely but a little bit passive and try to get a draw, and Magnus doesn't do anything, but in the end he still managed to win here. So and this is played London Chess Classics in round 5 still. So Magnus is black and he plays this bishop e5. It was uncommon back in this time, but it is more common now, of course, when the theory has increased in the Open Sicilian. And it's interesting that Magnus is probably playing d6 because he's preparing either probably forward to play the dragon. So you can check here. And nowadays Magnus doesn't play knight e7. He does like knight c6 and g6, but maybe not here after d6. Like if he would have played knight c6 instead of d6, then he would have done knight c6, so you can do dc6 and then g6 bishop b7. But in this position he he does this. He could also do bishop d7, would be an alternative. And this is a little bit interesting here that he does a6 here. I thought that maybe taking on d4 was a little bit more logical here to not get the to not get what happens in the game. So White takes here obviously, and then takes here, and it looks like it's quite a pleasant position for White. Black has the bishops, but it looks like White has simple play here. So this one is quite interesting here. He prepares knight g6. White does the best move. Let's also get a computer analysis here to get some more help. This is the best way for White to play. And now like, why can't it take here? Okay, so this is even better for White, because it looks to me that this is not so good because of this. You can take here in between. That's the thing. So if he takes here, you take here in between, and it gets mass exchanges. Okay, I see. Computer likes this a bit too. Something like this. Also looks a bit better for White. Some chances here with long castling and maybe h4, h5. Okay, but White did that. And so, okay, so White gave up a tempo here, bishop g3. That's why it's taking now. And then he does c4. It's the recommended move, actually. Okay, computer likes it's some weird lines being given here, like look at this line here. Rook f1, b5, a3, a5, and this computer wants the bomb cloud here with king e2, playing like King Charles XII of Sweden. When he played chess, he always went up with the king like that also, to attack with the king in front. Okay, so castling looks fine. Of course, f4, f5 was an alternative. Okay, so plan with c5 is to pin here. Okay, and if you can take like this then. And Magnus bone clouding here. This is not getting out, so it's doesn't look so good, but the computer thinks that white can't use it, and he can smoke out the queen here. Okay, now black is out, and it should be relatively even here. Not so sure about e5. Of course, there is a risk that white plays e5 instead, because this gets better. But yeah, he has time to pin it and then take it probably. So white starts the attack. Also e5 was also, it was easier for white to open also now. Okay, f5. Maybe queen g6 and then bishop takes h6 is possible. Yeah, if black doesn't trade here, maybe queen g6 and then sack here is dangerous. Yeah, there is no tactics here, like if you take here or here, black takes the other way and it's not losing piece tactically. Like here you can take an e3 in between. So this was like what I meant. This is typical Magnus here. Computer thinks it's just dead draw. But just in a few moves, Magnus will win this game, like magic. Okay, it's obviously a bit better for black because of this beef. He has a plan b5, b4. So why can't white go here? Nah, it's because this, of course, being stupid. This one, you can do this also. Can you see it's going here? Okay, so here is the losing move. b3. Only way to keep balance was this. I think Magnus would probably play this move to keep everything under control and keep shuffling around. Like if you would definitely not gone for like a queen exchange and a draw. He would definitely try to shuffle around when he's so much higher rated. Okay, so this this endgame is actually also a draw. Yeah, still some practical chances for Magnus. So let's see how he did here. This was a mistake. Takes. Check. Okay, so it was better to go here. Yeah, the computer likes black, but it's not so clear. But white's pieces are pretty bad. The knight is just defending, and black's bishop and queen is very good. Okay, so queen c2 is the losing move. This was better. Yes, still not so easy to see like why it's winning and not, but it's very hard to defend because black's pieces are just so much better and white's king is a bit vulnerable, so it's white has to play very precise here, and computer thinks it's winning for black. Yeah, maybe pick up here and start going with h-pawn or something. Okay, so white did this. Then Magnus played here. Okay, so king c1 was best, but it looks like it's lost already. It's okay, I need to cover here, but then it's forced mate. Yeah, something like this. So just a few moves against the 26-65 player like Magnus made him look like a 1400, like just few moves from complete drawn to a win. So okay, next time we'll be looking at a new tournament. I think it will be Vi kan se 2010, where Magnus won and he played a great tournament. See you then.